You gonna come up? You gonna come up? Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. 22 seconds that was. We lost an hour. The clocks have gone forward. Okay, so I think it's just after midday. But like yesterday it was 11 o'clock. Are you coming up? She was just about to jump up as I pressed live, and then she kind of retreated. She's got her two front paws up on the chair while I'm scratching her head for her. Do you like that? You got an itch? You know when someone's just like massages your scalp, especially if they've got nails? It's like, oh, it's just really nice. Okay, alright. Okay, well, I've got lots of cards. You've caught up. We've done that maybe 2 weeks ago now. Morning. What have I caught up with? Oh, your clocks. Yeah, you're definitely a different time. I remember being in California and then going to Hawaii and then coming back to the UK. And sorry, it was a little confusing because I think that I can't remember if it was before or after we was in LA that the clocks, I don't know who went, whether it was before we went to Hawaii or when we came back, but Hawaii doesn't change their times. That's what I was getting to. And then, yeah, it made the time difference, like between the UK, quite a big gap. Anyway. Dear, what are you going to do, my darling? Because it's like you really want to be in the screen, don't you? I'm going to put my cards there. I'm blocking the way. I can see her tooth. The side of her mouth's gone up. I'm going to put them there. That's it. Anyway, happy Sunday. I will finish Think and Grow Rich. I feel like I've been absent, which I have been absent. I've had other things going on. What's going on with my voice? What's this floating? What was that floating around? Did you see that? I can't actually like see anything, like a hair or a feather. My bangles have gone missing. I've taken to like it's just another manic Monday. That's what it's been like this week. It's been a manic week, especially at work. Quite overwhelming. And I think they realise now that it's overwhelming because I've made them aware that it's overwhelming, which normally I wouldn't show overwhelmment. So, and it lasted not long, maybe half an hour, like with me speaking to the right people. I wouldn't necessarily say in the right way, but I didn't feel like I had emotional control over the way that I expressed myself. It was appropriate the way that I expressed myself. I wouldn't have chosen that way because it's like you're being quite vulnerable. But for them to see me in that state, got their attention. And so I feel like it's been a week for realizations, revelations, all down to an emotional adjustment. Okay. So, I was going to say making people aware that you need help, but actually asking for help. We'll just leave it like that because I don't want to mix with the words because the words are coming out the way that they want to come out. We've got lots of cards. In my mind's eye, I was drawn to the Heal Yourself reading cards, and the two cards that I could kind of see coming through was Dreams and Tribe. I just want to say them now because it's like one of those where if I did pull it and like they did by chance came out, then I'd already stated it, where if I hadn't, then in my mind I'd be like, I saw those, and then telling you after the fact. Are we catching up for like 3 days? How long have I been absent for? 3 days maybe. 2 days, is it? And the romance angels. And the card children. That's what I thought of when I went to the romance angels. And then past life relationship, and it just kind of goes on a roll, doesn't it? I felt the energy that you've been having dreams regarding not only your divine counterpart, but like your tribe, your future, your purpose, your mission. What's gone on this week? I feel like I want to have a look at that, like this week's energy. And then we can have a look into next week. Oh, it has been such a manic week. I wouldn't say manic Monday, I'd say manic Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's like, here we go again, but every day it's like, it increases. You thought the day before was worse, but then the next day is just laughable. Because I actually feel that you're day one quite stressed, after you've kind of expressed your stressness. It's like immediately the energy changes. I felt like God sent in all this help. It's like, it, in a way, it wasn't my responsibility, it was somebody else's. So it was like, okay, this isn't all on your shoulders. Let's help to relieve you, listen to you, assist you, help you. How can we help? And it was just beautiful how... I'll tell you what happened was I didn't cry, but my eyes welled up. And I just was like, this is a little overwhelming to come into, like, every day and have to handle and deal with. And you express that you require help, and it's like you're not listening. So now you're going to witness for yourself and see that the help's required, because as they're helping, they're actually seeing what was left to us to handle on our own without assistance. So in a way, they were left to do what they were left to do what we normally have to do. And if they find it hard to cope with, then maybe they can empathize. Is that the right way to say that? Empathize. Doesn't sound right. Sympathize. But what we have to deal with, like, every day. Not just, 3 days, but every day. And understanding people's emotions and why they are, the morale is low. That's not good, is it? And it's like you take notice of the person who normally boosts their morale and lifts up the energy when they themselves are struggling. Right. Shall we have a look at this? Sexuality. It's a nice card. We talked about sex. Should we just change the topic? Home. I want to, like, tell you the story that's coming through. There is another card there that I'll have a look at in a moment. Because I was feeling this energy of, like, being a leader, somebody who uses and knows how to... hungry. My belly was rumbling like a good one. And then, like, when I've come home, from that, I've really had to kind of transmute that energy and rest and give to myself. And that's the energy I felt here. Because it's like here we go into the darkness. And then when I come home, it really is, that's when I have my opportunity to really be able to, because it's just so like noisy and frantic, chaotic, hectic, you don't really have time to like, well, you're busy talking all the time or moving around and you're not still. So when you get home, it's like you receive all these messages. So is this coming in with the dreams? So like after I finish my shift, if I don't get like a couple of hours, get my head down for a couple of hours and rest, it really does kind of screw me up. I feel like I can't function at all. Let's have a look at this card here. Sadness. These are interesting cards. Hey, baby. Are you coming up? So all with the feminine here. Being a leader, a natural born leader wants to come through. Using your sensuality, that just takes me to your femininity. It's like you're helping transmute darkness, heavy energy. But it's like behind the scenes, because I feel like this is your role, but behind the scenes, like at home, there's this sadness here. So in a way, it's kind of like putting on a front, which we all do. I want to see what the romance angels want to say. Oh, I feel drawn to add up the number of these cards. Number 4, number 35, 39, and then number 5, 44. Yes, a bit, I can agree to that. Okay, I'm going to stop and like go back to what you just said there, Cynthia, because it's kind of brought me back to this putting on a front. So if I've had 3 hectic days at work, but if a customer said to me, you know, when I greet them, I'm like, hello, how are you today? They say whatever their response is, and normally they're saying, how are you? I say, I'm really good, thank you. Even though I'm having the most shittiest day, I would not like kind of transmute that onto them. I'm like, I'm really good, thank you. Because we really are good. We're trying to do good, aren't we? So I feel like we've programmed ourselves to kind of respond like that. But because we're not here to kind of complain, are we? And to focus on the negatives. So, oh, I'll tell you what's coming through now. The underlying energy of this is kind of like the sadness and being at home. Is like you can go out there and display your beauty and your feminine attributes in a positive way because it's comforting and it's reassuring. And people feel soothed and comforted around that energy. So when you're out of sorts, and why are you out of sorts? It's like because the home life, feeling at home, there's this energy of like feeling like there's still something missing. Not everything's not hunky-dory for you, but others wouldn't know that. You kind of keep that to yourself. And then there's times when things just become a bit overwhelming, not necessarily because you can't handle the situation that like you're up against or what you're facing. It's more about because there's other things going on. So it kind of bubbles to the surface, and some days it's just all a bit too overwhelming. I do love that word, overwhelming. And I think it's a good word to use to explain when you don't really know how to explain your emotions. It's just like, I'm just finding this a little bit overwhelming. Let's go to the romance angels. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I'm going to read this card. Finances and career, I just went to then. We tend to sing to ourselves or hum. Our co-workers have definitely caught on. Mine's my dancing. So I had one of my co-workers, a gentleman he is, he's lovely. He always hums and singing. And he always says to me, keep smiling, keep smiling. I said, always. And he's like that as well. And I mean, like behind the scenes, I was chatting to him the other day in the canteen, and he said to me, like, he's got a cancer check next week. And to look at him, you wouldn't think that, you know, he had all these things going on in the background that were kind of concerning him. And he's like, well, we just keep smiling. I said, that's the cure. But I was working with him one evening, and it was really just like only me and him. And there should be more people, but this is like the energy. But you kind of like, there's, when you get a moment, you can just have a boogie and a sing song. That's what I have. And some of my co-workers like to join in. And we just look at each other and we just have and that's how we kind of get through our day. But he saw me doing some kind of moves, Michael Jackson moves it was. I was doing a bit of a Smooth Criminal. And he was like, like another worker that was like behind a counter said, she can move, watch her feet, she can move. And then I got caught by the manager like dancing, but then I kind of hid and then poked my head back up and made him smile. So I feel it actually brings energy, but oh, geez, it's safe for you to love. Makes a customer smile as well. I was singing Elvis the other night, and they thoroughly enjoyed it, actually. No need to apologise, they said. This card indicates that you're protecting your heart from hurt because of painful relationship experiences. That's what I do feel. Deep down at the core. Haha, I love those moments. They do enjoying it. No one else seems to. It's because we're kind of like unique, aren't we? Good morning, Sherry. Happy Sunday. It's really bizarre that you put that, because when I went to put in Sunday service, Sunday took a while to come up, like as a predict text. So sun come up first, and sunshine, and then Sunday. Happy Sunday. Okay. So this card indicates that you're protecting your heart from hurt because of painful relationship experiences. However, the angels can only bring as much romance as you'll allow inside. If you have a shield around your heart, how is love to get in? So it indicates here that love is trying to get in. I'm scooting up there, didn't you? Okay. A closed heart repels the sensitive partner you're trying to attract. So we've had like this outburst, should we say that, of emotions. That's kind of cleared it, because as soon as it's happened, okay. Hey. as soon as that energy is kind of, we know that suppressed energy causes depression. So once it's been released, it's like you can take back control again. So a closed heart repels a sensitive partner you're trying to attract. Following your inner guidance will protect you and simultaneously allow you to feel loved and loving. Trust your intuitive senses with respect to other people's trustworthiness, and open your heart to those who are kind and gentle. Ask the angels to bring caring individuals, including a romantic partner, into your life, and they'll do so, provided that you listen to and follow their guidance. So, help is being sent. Ask the angels to bring caring individuals. I said that I felt like individuals have been sent to like help. It was like authentically like caring attitude. It was different to what I've experienced before from the group. But it seems, I don't know whether or not this is an indicator, because ask the angels to bring caring individuals. So these caring individuals come into your life, and then in brackets it says including a romantic partner. It's like love's trying to get into your life, and they do so, provided that you listen to and follow their guidance. Dear Lola, you're seriously falling asleep there, like just sitting there. Can I have the camera back, darling, please? Yeah. Hey. Come on. This is a pussycat that I wouldn't. Oh, it's interesting. I was going to say this is a pussycat that I wouldn't dream of picking up when we talk about dreams, but she doesn't particularly like to be moved unless she decides to move. Okay, but I can put myself like just here so that I can protect my space. Should we go to some tarot cards? I've got quite a few actually. I've got 3 decks of tarot cards. Are you going to go up there and sleep now? It's more of a meditation state she was in. She was just sitting there with her eyes closed. It's like, are you just dozing off? Tarot of Desires. Right. She's jumped down for now. The energy of like just taking a moment to listen when you're in your space. Like me, myself and I. Nine of Cups. Well, that's your masculine coming in. That's like your romantic partner. Being ready. I'm just seeing what she's doing while I'm thinking the thoughts that I'm thinking. Okay, right. She's seriously got herself into a little corner. But she's laying on top of some wrapping paper. It's like she's put herself inside the wrapping paper. The wrapping paper's blue with polka dots. She's wrapping herself up as a present. I'll show you. It's not an issue. Right, let me... Hello. And then you're going to put yourself in a box. You have to pay attention to the signs. Divine masculine energy. 9 of Cups. I felt the energy of like when you do open your heart and you express how you truly feel and you show some emotion, because the Divine Feminine is such a strong leader, character, that to see that side of her is unusual, so you pay attention. But I felt like the tears here. But this actually being, I'm not going to say like it's a turn on. It's not a turn on, is it? To see your partner, upset. But to see that side of you, well, it's beautiful. It feels like it opens up the heart. Open your heart to me, baby. Let's get another card from you. The lotus flower opening up. That's what I found. We've got to get a message from the Lover's Oracle. We can do that. Oh, Cynthia, did you say something? Every time just a small town girl comes on and we sing it, there's always a heart standing by and laughing. Throat chakra is ready to go kaboom. Myself and a colleague yesterday just stood there and looked at each other, and we just burst into like fits of laughter. Just at like just the just at the situation. It was all we could do was just laugh. And she said to me, she said, I love looking at you. She said, every time I look at you, I just want to smile. I said, okay, right. I said, that's lovely. I said, I love you too. I said, that's enough of the mushiness now. That's what I said. I said, let's get back to work. It'll be the lock. I'll be the lock. It'll be the lock. I'll be the lock. If you'll be the key. Ace of Swords, resurrection, but very masculine energy. Do you feel that? I feel like it's masculine, like breaking through here, the darkness, the clouds, rising higher, claiming his crown. I don't know what you done, but it was different, and it done something different. It's like you let like your walls down. Is that the right way to say it? Okay, what's this? This is a completely different energy. Why are we talking about this story? I don't know what this story is, but I don't feel it has anything to do with this energy here. Alien energy. Do you know what I'm taken to? It's like, you're so hypnotizing. Could you be the devil? Could you be an angel? Tell me more about this, because I'm seeing a UFO. And then I'm seeing like, I just don't know who the figure is here. I don't know why I'm feeling the energy, because there's hands that are feeling. Because I said I don't recognise this energy. I don't like feel or think that's a divine feminine, but how, because we obviously, we know ourselves, our true selves, so we know that the front that we put on when we're out and about, the uplifters that we are, the light workers, we work with light, we work with darkness, but we always try to transmute any darkness into a more uplifting energy, lighter energy. It's like we're not here to put fear out there, because we don't have fears. Should we say that? I don't think that or believe the divine feminine is really fearful, but there is this sadness energy. But that's not fear, is it? That's like a longing, a yearning to belong. So we kind of know our true traits, should we say that? But to see that, for others to see that part of you, like they actually get to have a real feel for you rather than just the person that you represent. Well, you represent the divine feminine, so you have to act like a divine feminine. She's not. It's like the divine feminine never comes across as being someone that's not in control of their emotions. So there's this foreign energy that's coming out, but it's like blending this cocktail, this mixture. You see these hands feeling the breast here. So this energy of maybe perceiving you as being an angel, could you be the devil, could you be the angel? Well, I'd say that you're human. And the blending here of that. Okay. Lover's Oracle, I'll go there. One more, please. The Emperor. Is he speechless, but his face is blank? Slightly concerning, because that's totally the energy of it, this being slightly concerning, regardless of whether this is the divine masculine or whether this is like the company that you're working for. But it's slightly concerning to see you in this state of being. Even though, like, you're not concerned regarding that state of being, because you understand that you're this beautiful mixture of humanness and spiritualness. So, like, you're self-forgiving. It's like you're not going to dwell on that change. If anything, the energy shifts because you've suppressed it, but others may not shift their energy as quickly as what, and may still be concerned with the outburst, this emotional outburst. That's not erupted. It was like you wouldn't have been able to have kept it in if you had tried. It just wanted to be expressed. A Two of Swords. This is about like you being unaware of what this has actually done, though. Quite a guarded energy here, tapping back into spirit. It's like after the outburst, straight away the divine feminine will recognise it, and it's like rein herself back in, so put herself back on that throne and take control again. But this time there's like assistance. Can we go to the Lover's Oracle? We sure can, Mr. Emperor. It's like, what are you trying to tell us then? My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time, and nothing is missing. There's a door to walk through. Close your eyes. That's what it took me to what Tia was doing when she was sitting there. She's like, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. That would be the dancing and the singing and the uplifting. And why are we here? We're here to have a good time. We're here to enjoy life. Alien. I'll take those two. I felt like the selection had been made. It's like with this alien kind of force coming through, it's like, I'll take those two. I felt there's a picking of like masculine, feminine. soon. Divine masculine, divine feminine. It's definitely this revelation here. But criticising one another will only lead to further unhappiness. So this, I feel, is where like the divine feminine will nip it in the bud. She recognise it. It's like, okay. Criticising one another, complaining, will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. And here's the yin-yang. Interesting, because I didn't really take notice. I saw the yin-yang, but when I said I felt the energy of this picking, of, okay, it's like, it's time. Because there's this yearning. The song that came through yesterday was Daniel Bedingfield, If You're Not the One. And it came on and it kind of made me cry. And I was sitting in the garden. I thought, I've got no tissue. But I wanted to, like, cry. And then I shared the song because all that came through was, like, revelation. So I checked out what the meaning of revelation was. And then it came up with the real meaning of revelation. And it was like receiving messages from, like, the divine, spiritual messages. Uncovering something that was once unknown. So balance. Love is not always about agreeing, just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay. So this relationship, the balance here, it's like this relationship you may have perceived as being like challenging, but it is one that supports as well. And that support's coming in. So after the challenge comes the support. Look at this energy here, though. Don't you feel like that's the feminine, like, supporting the masculine here? So does that suggest that you're both really maybe feeling that you're wanting to, like, be that support for each other? Bottom of the deck. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Should we take that card? And this one. So, the first card is the Hierophant, Divine Direction. Wants to highlight this masculine here. Secret admirer. And then we've got the Divine Masculine's card, the Nine of Cups. Which we've got here. You have to remember, we've got the Emperor, the Divine Masculine's energy, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Swords, very masculine energy here. But then we have like this feeling, feminine sensuality. This here just looks like the feminine's at home alone, but she's with her intuition and the sadness. Take the whole like mouse map with us. Give me this card. This card was like stuck to the table. It's safe for you to love. The feminine here. It's like no wonder she's a bit guarded after all that she's been through. This masculine knows what you've been through. He's like, he's put you through it. He's put you through the ringer. He's run you ragged. What does the Hierophant say about this then? It's like we've been doing good work and it'll be a real shame to see that go to waste. And to like drain the divine feminine. What the assistance is coming in, the support is there. But the energy of you would appreciate, or what's kind of missing is like that, the support is appreciated, but there's nothing like that support from like your romantic partner. Could be the energy of just being so used to like supporting yourself that it's time to open up your heart to allow others to support you, rather than saying that you can just do it all alone. And you're not here to do it all alone. Oh, it's a Tower moment. It's like no one's here to do it alone. We're all here to love and support each other through our journeys. I can see a card here. It's like, I would say that it's like the clean-up job. But again, it will show a feminine on here who's like sweeping away, tidying up. She's the caretaker. Bottom of the deck. Balance is brought in. Justice. Interesting reading. It's a nice reading because it's nice to I was going to say it's nice to see like the support coming in, but that only comes once you believe that you're worthy of support, is that people do actually want to, they are sent to help support and assist you. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I keep sneezing like 4 sneezes. I just turned off the shower this morning and I just stood there and sneezed 4 times, and it happened yesterday as well, and I felt like there's 4 blessings coming in. We're going to hold on to this one. Recognise the blessings. We're going to Archangel Oracle cards. This top card I'm going to have to look at because as I split the deck, it didn't feel like that card belonged in the deck. I looked down to see if it was a different card that I got in there. And then it's here. Spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you're ready to soar. There's the energy of the circus coming through here. Aerial dynamics. I could see like, it's the way that she's kind of floating through the air as if she's like on wires, like putting on a show. It's like you are the main attraction. Should we say that? Spread your wings. And you believe that. You know that because of the evidence that your particular energy is drawn to you. So you know that you're this different energy in comparison to others. And it's okay to say, you know, you haven't really met anybody like you. And you can see like the similarities within others, whether they're complainers. And there's not many people that are genuinely happy and can maintain that for long periods of time without showing you, you know, their true colours. That they are your true colours. You are happy. But there is this level of sadness there, missing. Something's missing. Spread your wings. Although you may feel intimidated by the prospect of change and by the thought of moving past your comfort zone, I feel this is talking to the masculine, to be honest with you. You're ready to fly high. Welcome new opportunities and know that it's safe to follow your heart and dreams. Keep your focus upon love, service and spirit, and avoid naysayers or skeptics. Remember that you inspire others with your story of turning challenges into victories. Let's bring it back to the Divine Feminine. Felt like it was speaking to you then. It's speaking to both of you. We have the yin-yang. Definitely the masculine feminine energy here. The Divine Masculine's energy is very prominent in the reading. We've got the Emperor and the Nine of Cups twice. So working with Archangel Ariel, Ariel loves all living beings and gladly helps them all. She's a master manifester and she's especially supportive of people who are healers, teachers and service workers. She's very partial to the environmental area and she works closely with the nature angels to protect and heal animals, particularly the birds, animals and fish who live near or in the water. One way to work with Ariel is to participate in environmental work, including picking up trash near a lake, stream or ocean, donating time or money to an environmental cause, or switching to environmentally friendly cleaning supplies. Let's go to that will have meaning for whoever it needs to have meaning for. It's meaningful. Okay. Look at this energy. If that's not like a sad energy. Do you know what the difference is? He doesn't have this in his picture. I want to say like there's no energy of vibrancy there. The Two of Cups is right behind him. Oh, it's like what wants to come through is at least the Divine Feminine's trying. And I want to add is that she's not saying that you're not trying. She's just saying that she's trying. Nine of Cups. 3 times. We'll read this. So she's trying to be happy. She's trying to be the light, which she is, and but she's trying not to be sad. 9 of Cups. Again. Contentment, achievement, and realisation of dreams. Okay, the meaning. A time for enjoyment and celebration. A rewarding emotional life. Someone may be missing from your life, or you may be feeling strangely lonely. Having been through difficulties in the past, now close relationships and warmth abound. Inspiration and creativity. Any obstacles will be easily handled. Make sure you appreciate your blessings. But she's right next to him there, look. The Divine Feminine's energy. Should we read this card? I can do whatever I want. That's freedom. Gain, pleasures, living your ideals. Receiving an unearned income, no longer needing to work to earn a living. Luxuries, hobbies and pleasures. You may be keen to succeed, both materially and spiritually. Affirming your values. Enjoying the benefits of a successful and full life on your own. A productive, active and settled life in which you are well assured and spiritually aware. That's the Divine Feminine's energy. Keep being taken back to this balancing. We'll look at the bottom of the deck. The Four of Pentacles. What do you guys see that he's like doing? What's going on in this picture? I think I've used all the cards now. I think we're going to go to the Mother Mary now. We'll get this reading wrapped up. Oh no, hold on. These have been sitting here the whole time. And the Archangel Power Tower. I've looked at them a couple of times and thought, okay, remember to use them. Remember to use your angels. The power of your archangels. Use it. They said use it and abuse it. You can't abuse it. Just use it. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Did you see how it do? It's the Divine Feminine's energy. The Nine of Pentacles. Twice, Nine of Pentacles. 3 times the Nine of Cups. You're once, twice, 3 times a lady. And I love you. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. Just want to be happy. Let's read this. I'm tapping my feet onto the table like I'm excited. Your dreams are fulfilled. You've worked hard. And now it's time to enjoy the finer things in life. You've acted with wisdom and been very cautious to ensure you make only the best choices. You've tried. Your self-reliance has paid off. Now you have the opportunity to relax and enjoy life because you've earned it. You find spending time alone to be a very enriching and gratifying experience. There is a peace and well-being you only find in the quiet of your own thoughts. And now it's time to pursue spiritual interests as you continue to evolve and grow and grow. Okay, the additional meanings of this card. Contentment. That's one word I would use. I do feel contented with my life. Okay. The beautiful things in life. Retreating from the real world and home improvement and redecorating. And I feel contented in comparison to the contrast that's out there. It's like, yes, I'm satisfied. I'm provided for. I have everything that I need. I have no need to complain. Let's go to, and that's a nice day to be in. Let's finish this reading, guys, with a message on the Mother Mary. My goodness, look at these cards everywhere. She's hit loud power mode. She's hit low power mode. Okay. Let's finish off this reading then. 20% on the battery. Everybody's free to feel good. Brothers and sisters, does it say we should stand together as one? Helping each other is better than just wasting time. Now is the moment to reach out to someone, and I don't know the words. Anyway, everybody's free to feel good. Who sang that song? Rosella's coming through. Everybody's free to feel good. Okay. Our Lady of Soul Birth, card number 5. Takes me to the Hierophant energy because that's number 5. First of all, I thought we haven't really had this card many times. So it's going to be interesting to see what this is about. I'm taken to the colours of the child. She looks a bit Snow Whitey energy, like Snow White now. But look at the colours of the child that she's holding, like the blue and the red. To love and be loved. What a feeling. Card number 5. Okay, I feel like I want to have a cough. Okay. Clear our throats. Oh, that's so the Emperor energy coming through. We're good. We're good. We're cool. Okay. You and I have never been separated, though you may fear it to be so, my beloved one. Yet as you grow, I grow. As you suffer, I suffer. And as you celebrate, I celebrate. When you rage and grieve, so too do I rage and grieve. Your journey upon this planet is held within my loving embrace, and is my journey too. I am with you always. We cannot be parted. I accept all parts of you and all parts of your journey. There is nothing to hide from me, for I am in your life with you. When you reject parts of yourself, you reject me. And when you love yourself, you love me. Love me, dear one. Love yourself, and your radiant soul grows into life, into light upon the earth. The journey of the soul is a gritty one. It entails encounters with realms of light, with pure love and heavenly rapture. It also entails encounters with negativity, fear, doubt, shame, guilt, grief, anger, and suffering. Such is the mysterious experience of being a divine human in the making. We encounter bliss and despair in order to become whole. It is through our wholeness that we are capable of allowing the divine presence to manifest through us as it wishes to, according to a higher plan. The more open we are to life with acceptance, especially when we don't understand it, the more we can allow our soul to lead us through life into our divine destiny. When our soul leads us, we avoid the obstacles created by our mind. With the mind's tendencies to reject and judge, we would inhibit the following assistance of our soul. The Heavenly Mother wants your soul to blossom, understanding that it is the lotus flower that is fed by mud, and that this is just the nature of being a divine, soulful human. Can we just go back to the 9 of Cups, please? This lotus flower that I felt this was. You can't hide from me because I've already seen it. Okay. So the Heavenly Mother wants your soul to blossom, understanding that it is the lotus flower that is fed by mud, that this is just the nature of being a divine, soulful human. The Mother is not interested in perfection, she is interested in love. That is her way. She knows that the dark and the light are in sacred play upon the earth, and that the divine presence is in all things. It is not only within the light, but also even within the greatest darkness, though it may seem harder to find there. She understands that to grow and blossom, the soul needs honesty more than it needs pleasantness. She understands that we need the light of joy and also the darkness of anger, rage, grief, and sadness, channeled into healing consciousness so that we can grow and become all that we can possibly be. She understands that becoming a divinely awakened human being is a raw, wild, and beautiful path, often with great suffering, and she feels great compassion. So she empowers us, through her wisdom, to take the journey with a fearless faith in her divine protection and guidance when we are in need. The Mother wants to experience her divine children as succeeding in their spiritual destiny, and this requires an acceptance even of the emotions that may not seem spiritual at first, and of the life experiences that seem to be challenging and take us into darker, unknown territory. When we understand that the divine is in all experiences, and we draw to us what we need when we need it, and that the Divine Mother protects us whenever we call upon her, we can trust. We might not always understand, but we can still choose to trust. Through understanding her teachings of the necessity of light and dark, for the heart to become truly powerful, we can accept ourselves and our lives more readily, and in doing so, our soul begins to open up. Our heart becomes powerful. When we can learn to love more completely, starting with ourselves, we become capable of being instruments for her love in the world in other ways, through our relationships, our passions and interests, our chosen professions, and how we live from day to day. When the soul is allowed to live, rather than the mind trying to squash it down and only allow the logical, understandable parts to see the light of day, miracles can occur. As the heart opens to life without restraint, the miraculous love of the Mother can flow through us. We become instruments of her grace. This oracle comes with a special message for you. Somewhere in your life, in your relationships, or within yourself, you have been holding back. You have been doing so because you were worried that what wanted to come out was not acceptable, or that you would be shamed. Mother Mary tells you that she loves you and wants you to blossom. Don't try to stop the flow of love. Just allow yourself to take the steps forward that you have been questioning. Don't be afraid, beloved. There is only your great connection to the Holy Mother to discover and your own soul to grow. The Holy Mother is within you, is within your soul that longs for divine fulfillment. You have her permission to discover and be yourself completely and freely. Do not hide yourself away, even from the darkness. There is nothing to fear. There is only love that is growing. Let's finish with this healing process and affirmation. Close your eyes and visualize a bright gold sun burning all around you. Imagine that in the sun is Mother Mary in robes of golden fire, gazing at you with intensity, joy, and laughter. She knows something that you may have forgotten. She knows that you are divine and will always be, no matter what. Imagine that you are in on the secret with her now, laughing too, as you realise the great burning sun is actually your own divine soul. Imagine that golden sun burning bright and feeling good as you realise you are within the centre of that golden sun with the Mother Mary holding your hand, shining beautiful golden light upon the earth together. Stay here for as long as feels right, and when you are ready, repeat the following prayer, affirmation to close your healing practice. Golden Mother, burning bright with heavenly love, you and I are one. You honour the needs of my soul, wild and free it must be, fed by darkness and light, both channeled into awakening and complete love. Watch over me, beloved Mother, and bless me with all that I need to become my most radiant soul, alive with passionate play and divine love. Through the holy miracles of your grace, I remember you and I are always one, and the world is nourished by our love. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Have a beautiful day, guys. I will catch up with you all soon. So until then, we'll have to crack on with Think and Grow Rich, disc 2. Okay, I'm on it. I will catch up with you guys soon. So until then, take care, much love. Bye for now.